I'm actually doing my warm-up. I was chatting with my guys in the group and I said that I'm going to be going for running. And I thought I'd just fire up the camera again and, record my run. Just think of it as carrying an Olympic torch as I'm running. It's going to be a bit weird, but if you have the right mindset, it's alright. Also at the same time, when I'm doing my runs, I get to see things along the way. And this time around, you guys can go and look what I'm seeing. I'm just doing a bit of my warm-ups now. And we'll be heading off in a few minutes. Haven't ran for months. I think at least two months. Yeah, at least 2 months. Or 3 months, I don't know. At least 2 months. So doing some stretching first because the ligaments are tight, especially in the legs. So it's good to do some stretching first. Hello, Mr. Eric. So green screen. I'm in front of a green screen. So be warned, right? It's a green screen. I'm going to see if I can do actually the 8 kilometers on such a hiatus of running. And the reason why it's so crowded, so noisy now is because I'm in this indoor, shelter. It's not in, it's outdoor, but under the void deck. So there's lots of people actually playing badminton, kids running around. So, yeah. So I think I'm just about okay. Just a final groin stretch. And we can be on our way. Let's see how low I can go. Let's see. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. I'm gonna turn the camera around and you will see what I'm seeing. See your comments because it's gonna be scrolling up. So without further ado, guys, we're gonna check this out. All right. So this is where I'm on the. So I usually do my pull-ups there, and people were asking what this place is. It's a bit of a void deck situation, and yeah, let's go do some running, guys. I'm just gonna. Hey, Nicole Wilson. We were watching the Chongqing stream this morning with Lee Barrett and I Chongqing, and yeah, I'm gonna take you guys on my jogging route. The last time we did it was midnight, and we were on the bike, and the bike was experiencing a lot of tremors and vibrations. Hey JK, I'll do my best to read out your comments as I make my run as they come along. So if Eric is gonna be staying for the duration, perhaps Eric can help me to copy and paste who said what in case I missed it. Right, so it's gonna be a easy one. It's not gonna be fast. Never go on a fast-paced run if you have not been running for some time. So it's just gonna be you can basically see my pace based on what you're seeing on the screen. And like I said, I'm just gonna be treating it as if I'm holding the Olympic torch as I negotiate past a smoker in front. So this is what you see in my estate, right? Around the estate, but not for too long because we're going to be exiting these crowded areas pretty soon. And yeah, running with a gimbal reminds me of the cameraman who is recording the 100-meter sprint. He's actually running faster than the sprinters, right? Oh, you can't stay for the hour? No worries, man. No worries, no pressure. So, how's the video? Is it streaming okay? Is the ups and down movements of my holding the gimbal steady? Let me know. Yeah. So this is like the back end, the back door of my estate. Alright, video is good, that's good. Although I think the gimbal is a little bit tilted to the clockwise, I think. So this is a bit of a jam here. Yeah, we got a bit of a jam here, see? So, yeah. A little shaky, alright. A little shaky means that we're in motion. Alright, that exit is closed off. A bit jerky, huh? Well, it's on a 2-axis gimbal, it's not on a 3-axis gimbal. So the third axis that is not stabilized is gonna be jerky. So let's hope. Alright, bit of a jam here. Bit of a jam. Alright, a jam. Alright, more jams. And we are actually on the roads. Wow, the pavement. Alright, pavement. If you guys remembered where I was riding my bike the last time, this is the exact same route. And yeah, within a minute or so, we're already on the roadside. Right, we're gonna be heading to the park, and let's see what we can see at the park today. It's almost like, I think it's 9:15, I think. 9:15, and they should still be playing basketball, badminton. Although the old ladies who are doing the dance might already call it a day. But yeah, we'll see what we can see. And most of the time when I'm running, that's when the mind clears, when you can think a little bit, get some fresh air away from just sitting down at the desk all day. Even though if you're hardworking, even though you need to get your assignments done, your work done, always remember to just take an hour or two off from the table, from the chair, and get out there and stretch your body, stretch your muscles, get some sweat going, get your heart pumping and beating. And then it's only an hour, right? 1 hour, 2 hours, that's it. This 1-2 hours goes by really fast. Because when you're watching a stream, 1 hour, 2 hours is gone just like that, right? Right. So, you guys will be my eyes and possibly my ears as I negotiate along this road now. You got they're all going against traffic actually. The traffic flow is this way. The traffic flow is straight, it's just one way. It's a one way. Right? Yeah, first time actually running, jogging, holding up a device. It's gonna be an experience because if you don't do it, you never know, right? If you don't do it, you'll never know. Yeah, I'm not a gym guy. Ever since in secondary school when I started doing push-ups, and to Polytechnic when I saw my friends going to the gym, you know, I went to the gym to accompany them once or twice. I think once, not even twice. And then the next time I was in a gym was in the NS, BMT, basic military training. It's part of the itinerary to be in a gym, as and when the instructor has it in your timetable to go to the gym for PT lessons, physical training lessons. So yeah, not really a gym guy, because I always associate the fact that running on a treadmill will never be the same as running on the real road. You know what I'm saying? If you want to run a marathon, would you complete the marathon on the treadmill? Most likely not. You need to be out on the road to experience the real deal. So tell me if I'm going straight or am I making a turn? I am making a turn to the left. To the left. So we watch our left. Watch our left. Right. What was that? Running outside? Sounds like. Yeah, I think pretty soon I'll be getting a. Right, Nicole, I can't really see what you wrote there because I'm actually going up and down on my eyes on the sentence. So a check on the right to make sure that there's no cars. There we go. And this is pretty much a very flat, terrain. Yeah, I think there we go. I think my mounting of the phone was leaning towards the right, so the gimbal was basically not left compensating because of the weight, more to the right. Okay, we're going to be starting our lap right on the left, entering the park. And the music that you hear are basically the ones on my left. 7 o'clock, some dancing going on. On my 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, you get a batch, bogey. Ladies dancing to the music. See that? We're gonna be making a left as we start our. There we go. So lots of activity that's going on. You got dancing over there. You got people running in the horizon. This is where it's gonna get a little bit dark. So put on your night vision goggles. Get your night prep going. Your Illum sticks. Your Illuminous, whatever. Handheld torch. So for those of you who are keeping time, you can let me know if I finish at the pavilion by the next 25 minutes, right? If I can hit the pavilion in the next 25 minutes, that means we're on course for just about an hour to finish the run. But if I do not hit the pavilion by 25 minutes, then we are most probably looking at an hour, 5-10 minutes. So yeah, thanks you guys for joining me. I guess this is as boring as it gets for a live stream, right? Yeah, I think this is as boring as you can get. So the last time we ran here, we came by here, all the stuff on the right with the spotlights, the floodlights are all closed, turned off, because the basketball court, the badminton court, everything was already closed for the day. But as you can see, if it's during the times when it's open, then there's lots of people who are actually enjoying their Tuesday night, playing basketball, playing badminton, you know. So obviously I'm holding my hand really high up now, as if I'm raising my hand in a classroom. So I guess people are looking at me wondering what's this guy doing with his hands held up so high, pointing a device. But that's exactly how, look at that. Tell me if there's not more than 100 meters of courts, right? There we go. So we got some runners there. There we go. I think I should do it this way. There we go. That's better. So yeah, we are having a run. Let me know, when was the last time you guys exercised? I know Eric went for his run last night. So he's definitely a guy who has exercised in the last 24 hours. So yeah, it's getting much darker now because we have moved away from where there's lots of floodlights. And whenever I'm running with this kind of a non-lighting condition, with all-round vegetation, right? Vegetation, I sometimes remind myself, or it sends me back to when I was in the army, when we're doing our night missions. This is infantry, by the way. So you're either dismounted, you're bashing through the vegetation. Vegetation means the forests, the trees, right? You're bashing through while you're navigating through. You have to reach an objective, you have to do some exercises. Exercises in this case are not exercise as in the physical exercise, but rather a sortie, right? You got to either capture a locality or do something like that. So, hey JK, I saw your comment flash by, but I couldn't read it. Another comment there about ICT. Thanks for all the comments, but I can't really read it now. I guess if my eyesight was much better, I could actually zero in on the letters. So as I was saying, right, if I am running like that, sometimes it reminisces me back to the days in the army. And when I was carrying a full pack, carrying the webbing, strapped on, rifle, helmet, boots, wet, sweaty, stink, tired perhaps. And now look up to the sky. Hey, 小心，这边有车，小心。看不到你车，看不到你，你在那个烟里面看不到，黑里面看不到。So, yeah, I would actually imagine myself as I look up to the sky. I imagine myself as I see a commercial liner in the sky. I will think of myself being in the cabin, being seated, going somewhere nice, taking off from Changi, all strapped in. So that was how I actually, had my mind away from where I was in, the condition I was in, and sort of refocus my mind to something that I could have some enjoyment, have some relaxation. So yeah, so it's all in the power of the mind, guys. So yeah, that's a bit of my story which I've always wanted to tell, but when I'm thinking about this, most of the time there's nobody to tell it to. So now I have a chance to tell it to about 20 people on this live stream, and you guys are my witness to what I just said. So I have another live stream set up tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And this live stream would be my account of one of the most terrifying and anxious moments I've experienced in the past, I don't know, 5 years. I don't know, I don't think I've ever experienced such a feeling in a long time. Hey Mark, is it Mark He as in He-Man or Mark He as in He Ao? Let me know. Let me know, guys. So as you can see, there's lots of people running, right? I'm not the only one. Yeah, I gotta make sure I know your name, whether is it a He-Man or He Ao. Then I will be able to commit the memory, although I'm not sure if I see your reply. Oh, I think I missed your reply. So, for those who are keeping the time, I feel that I'm not going as fast as before, definitely. Like I said, I've not ran for at least 2 months, and it's not wise to stress yourself on the very first run that you partake. In fact, guys, the fact that hold on, okay, all right, I saw the Chinese word he. Okay, that's good. Next time we'll pronounce it properly. Mark he. See they're on the bike. You see that? Look at that. See, it's 2 ladies and 2 kids on the scooter. So these are the times where I would like to capture the moment, but I couldn't because there's no chance for me to whip out my camera or phone and take a picture like that because it just whizzed past you. And this is the first time I'll be actually speaking while running. And they said before that if you want to learn how to sing, you must be able to sing and run at the same time. So let me know if you guys heard the same or if I was fooled by somebody. Let me know. So, all right, as you can see, lots of people running and the occasional headlights coming our way. All right. Oh, your surname is Wang? Yeah, it's kind of confusing, I guess, as a Singaporean, where you have a certain surname, that is spelled in the dialect form, and when you pronounce it as the Chinese form, it's all different. So, there you go. So Wang can also be the color yellow, isn't it? So, there we are, guys. We have reached the football court, and I guess I'm breathing much more heavily now. Definitely can hear my breathing. So, the ladies who are dancing are still dancing, as you can hear the music. And the people who are playing the football, they are playing the football, as you can see on my left. Whoops. Okay. Hold on, guys. Okay, the gimbal wanted to do a 180. Don't worry, I didn't fall down. The gimbal just did a 180. Alright, so I'm sort of heading up a bit of a gentle slope, and this will be the only place that is sloping up. and the crescendo would be the middle of the bridge. Yeah, it's quite an experience to be able to live stream and run at the same time, or run and live stream at the same time, whichever is the more important, right? So you got people dancing on the left, on my left. So this is a generic park here in Shenzhen, China. All right. How's my run going? For someone who has not ran in over 2 months, maybe 3, and I was actually worried that, I was saying before, that I might get a heart attack. Who knows, right? You got the best timing there, Javier. So we all remember Goran Eric, Christian Eriksen, a healthy athlete who just dropped onto the field. And without the proper CPR, he might not have lived the day. That was how serious it was. So same thing here. When I'm driving, mostly when I was driving, I was actually thinking, would I have a heart attack? You know. You can see this is the crescendo of the slope, the bridge, which we've just passed. So we got a commando in the house. Yeah, I'm not a commando type person. I don't think I ever will be. There's a certain ceiling I can reach, but once I reach that ceiling, I don't think I can surpass it. So we're getting to the really dark area of this run. But the last time round there was no lights at all. Now there's some lights, so we can sort of still navigate our way. For you guys who are watching, help me be my eyes and watch out. Whoa. As I'm going down slope, I will move a little bit faster, right? Let your body weight take you down. It's not that dark as compared to the last time when we came by on the bike. So whatever you wrote there, Eric, I can't see it. I can only see that you wrote something. And we are definitely getting a bit breathless. The body is saying, just stop at the pavilion. But the mind is saying, we gotta do 2 rounds at least. So let's check it out when we reach there, right? Like I said, everything in life, including your training, your runs, take it one step at a time. Take it 1 km at a time, 1 kilometer at a time, 1 kg at a time, or sometimes even half a kg at a time. Don't overextend, don't overstress. So, let's see, I've been speaking for 30 minutes, running. It's quite an achievement for me. I've not done it before. I'm already breaking records. As I'm speaking now, I'm already breaking records. So that's exactly what it is, guys. Oh, so yeah, a bit of a light there, and then darkness. We are on VPN directly connected to YouTube, and we began the stream with me in front of a green screen, right? So you guys can take that to the bank. So thanks, right? I see there's still about 12 people enjoying my little run here. That's good to know. Appreciate it. Whew. Maybe you guys can try and do this sometime. It's actually a bit different, right? Between just running and keeping your mouth shut and breathing and trying to run, holding a gimbal and speaking at the same time. So it's definitely different. It's definitely different. Yeah. So, but again, like I said, in most of the time in my life, if you don't try it, you don't know it, right? Would I do this again? Probably not. But at least I've done it once. So that's the important thing. You guys may be witnessing a historical stream in my channel whereby I'm actually out on a jog and recording myself doing so. Whoops, almost fell there. Had a near miss. I sort of stepped onto the concrete pavement a little bit too hard, and that causes the friction motion. And I am a injury-prone person. Yeah, I'm trying to be as careful as I can, Nicole. I'm just jogging, I'm not even running. I think I'm probably doing like 9 kilometers an hour. That kind of pace. Definitely so. All right. So give me some encouragement. Write some comment. Right, guys. We just lost some connection. Whew. All right. How's my time? Are we doing 25 minutes? 20 minutes? I'm actually not even holding the gimbal like above my shoulder anymore. Just with my arms by my side, elbows 90 degrees with the forearm, and just holding the gimbal in the most relaxing position that I can be as I run. So yeah, guys, that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm hitting the pavilion, I think, in about 5 minutes, right? So if I'm already at 20 minutes here, I got the hustle. Otherwise, I wouldn't make it to the pavilion by 25 minutes. So that is what I have to say. So definitely a good workout. Definitely a good workout. Can you hear my panting? Is it unbearable? Or is it tolerable? So you even got the CCTV that is actually looking at this path, you know. Yeah. Whew. Okay. So I think the body is telling me that 1 round is enough for today, because I've not ran for 2 months, even maybe 3. So going for 1 more round might be a little bit too much for me to take. So once we reach the pavilion, we can begin to do our warm down. So as my friend said, 4K, 5K is better than no K, right? Kilometers, 5K, 4K is good enough compared to no K. Right, this is the final stretch, guys. This is the final stretch. That's where we're going to end our run. So, see, it's not exactly long, isn't it? Right? You can get through this, take some time off from your busy schedule, just go down for a bit of a jog. It's over before you know it. It's over, guys, before you even know it, the training, the exercise. So I'd like to see more people who are, you know, having a good balance between work life and exercise life. I'm guilty of it myself for not running for the past 2-3 months, but I gave myself an excuse that I would actually slim down before I do my runs. I was running at about 86 kilograms. Now I'm running at 80.5. It's a bit. Can you see it? Can you see it, guys? Okay. That is it. Who stood by this jogging live stream. I really appreciate it. All right, this is the pavilion. All right, and we're gonna do a bit of a warm down. All right. So that's me in the dark. Where should I go? That's a bit. Let's go to, I guess here. It's a bit brighter here. Whew. There we go. It's a bit of a impromptu decision, but I'm glad I did it. Some of this, we lost the connection for about 15 seconds, 20 seconds. So I'm doing my breathe in routine. Left foot forward. Yeah, just give me like 3 minutes for me to catch my breath. You can feel the blood is pumping. You just feel this real perspiration. Good. You have told your body to get a comfort zone. So his cam cannot take the shaking. I think so. You might be right. Again, remember this iPhone dropped on the floor before. Hey G and SA, welcome. You missed, if you just joined, you missed the first 37 minutes, 36 minutes of this stream. So you can move the slider back if you wanna have a look at what I did for my, well, you can look at between myself there, the face there, and the face here, right? You can see for yourself which face, as we call it in Singapore, the shack face. Eric and my Singaporeans, what? Don't give me the shack face. Right? So this is my shack face, but then again, this is not yet my shacker's face. When you see my shacker's face, it's a totally different ball game. So I'm going to show you my semi. Well, I'm not actually really shack. I'm just getting used to working out after so long. So yeah, that's just me. So guys, I'm gonna have a live stream tomorrow, 8 p.m. I'm gonna be nice and fresh. I'm gonna talk about my harrowing experience losing the mobile phone. So join me then. So what I'm saying is our subconscious will receive what I'm saying tomorrow about guarding your mobile phone. So it might benefit you in a situation whereby if you were actually about to lose something, either your keys, your wallet, or your phone, the subconscious might trigger you to check one more time. So that could be what I would bring to you in terms of the subconscious. So yeah, some static exercises when I was in Changping. So let's see if I can do it again over here. I'm going to do some static exercise. Just that now I'm cooled down. I can hold on, guys. I'm going to see if I rest for a little bit. All right. Yeah, I was doing the abs exercise and I lost connection 3 times. So sorry about that. It's beyond my control. Gonna do the second set. All right. Go. Just gonna stretch out a little bit. Groin stretch. Right. But the guy's actually stretching his thighs. Thighs, right? His thigh muscles behind me. Kind of weird, isn't it? It's like on my left. Okay, guys. I think I have enough of warm down for a short run. It's good enough. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. It's time to stop. Yeah, it's time to call it a day for today. But doesn't mean you stop for the long haul. So, realizing is this. Once you feel the muscles aching, go and run. Go and do it again as soon as possible. Don't wait till the muscles have lost its aching. Because when the muscles are aching, that means, correct me if I'm wrong, that means the muscles are tender. Okay? So when they're tender, that's when you are either stretching it or growing it, right? So, guys, if you work out and you feel aching, take a day rest. Take 2 days rest, but right, take 2 days rest, the max, and then get back to it. Don't wait till your muscles are all nice and back to normal, and then you're basically starting from scratch. It's like kneading a dough when it's nice and soft versus kneading a dough when it's hardened. So doughs, right, the flour, the dough, it will harden, isn't it? With time, with air. And it's the same logic for our bodies. It's like a dough, right? You knead the dough, you apply some heat, and it gets soft, and you can sort of knead the dough, and when you let it sit, it's gonna harden. But please, Eric, don't practice this for your other muscle groups. It's not really a cam, it's a state-of-the-art iPhone 12 Pro Max. State-of-the-art. Designed in California. Made at Foxconn. So, yeah. And remember, guys, as and when it's possible, observe your posture as you walk. Don't hunch, right? It is very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very natural to want to hunch, especially if you're carrying a heavy backpack, or if you're carrying handheld bags, plastic bags after a grocery run. You sort of want to lean forward, right? So it's bad for your back as much as possible, right? Chest out, stomach in is what you want to do, okay? So, and I finally got some rewards because when I was in Chongqing, Sahil Hussein actually told me, hey, my back is pretty straight. See? So people do notice it, right? This is it. Exactly, Nicole. The thing is that our posture is not good because we're going with gravity. right? We're going with gravity. We're going with the muscles that is not trained, right? Our back muscles are not trained. Not everybody goes to the gym, so it's not trained. So when we experience load, we will flex to the direction of the load. Sorry guys, I just spit on the floor because I'm admitting it in front of you, right? I don't usually, on a run, I normally like spit 2 or 3 times. But I guess as I was talking, my saliva was dried up, so I didn't have to actually spit. So I'm going to just go with this car. All right, there we go. So yeah, that's a learning to drive car. You can learn to drive with this car. So I'm actually heading back, walking my way back as I cool down myself. Totally wet with perspiration. Yeah, the party is the place where they are dancing, you know. So that's where they are actually, you know, having the music. And you know that you're having a good run if you can take off this shirt and sort of squeeze it, and perspiration comes down as if you just had washed your shirt in the laundry. That is the indication that you have lost at least 1 kilogram of perspiration. So I hope I'm giving you guys a bit of a tips here and there. Yeah, because I'm also I love to share, and this morning I actually chanced by a YouTuber by the name of Dudi. She is a Japanese, Turkish young lady, student, and she was teaching us about how to sorry, the echo. She was teaching us how to read your monetization on YouTube, your RPMs, your watch hours, and how much a YouTuber gets paid for 1 million views. So, in fact, I don't know all these things, right? So I learn from other people. So hopefully I can share what I know, and you guys can learn from me about muscle, about exercise, and stuff like that. So yeah. So thank you so much for accompanying me on this impromptu take your camera out, run and stream. R&S. You gotta watch the cars, right? Watch the cars over there. All right. She's doing a bit of a brisk walk, jog sort of thing. So over here is like a government building. So nicely barricaded up. Woo! Nothing like an ice cold drink after this. Yes, like I said, they don't actually need to be in a nicely. They don't actually need to be like, you know, your Nike shirts, your Nike shorts, your Nike socks, your Nike shoes, your Nike wristwatch. You don't need all this kind of stuff. So I actually have no watch as I'm running, see? No watch on the left, no watch on the right. And I'm using a pair of shoes that's all for like maybe 2 years old already. Although, listen to this guys, if you're an avid runner, then you should change your shoes, I think every 500 kilometers run. Because by the time your shoes are worn out, so even though if you are like an avid runner, so maybe you burn through 500k in about 3 months or less, and you should change your shoes. I'm sure runners know this, right? Runners know this. So that's a bit of a tidbit as well. And my shorts are also like, I don't know, 3 years old. The shirt's a little bit newer because when I was in Hong Kong the last time, also at least 2 years ago, I chanced upon this nice color and I said, hey, I gotta get it. It's supposed to be red, but now it looks like it's like black, doesn't it? What do you know, Nicole? I must have missed the memo. Check out the nice lights behind me. See, green, red, green, blue. Right? That's interesting. And then this is actually a good way. I can actually see if anybody's walking behind me to mark me. Right? This is like a rear view mirror. So actually it's a good thing to live stream. I can actually see what's behind me. Isn't it? Yeah. So there you go, guys. Another good reason why you should live stream with the camera facing you. Then you can actually, you literally have eyes at the back of your head. You got eyes looking forward, you got eyes looking back. So, exactly, see? There we go. I'm just joking, of course. I'm not suggesting that you go live streaming every day or hold a gimbal and put your mobile phone on the front-facing camera as you walk. That's not the idea, but you get the gist of it. And of course, exercising keeps you looking young. Isn't it, guys? So over here in China, people are telling me I'm like 20s, 25? I said go higher. They said, oh, 30? So yeah, exercise, guys. Exercise will keep you looking young, isn't it? The lady is behind Noel. Okay. And you see the guy with the shirt exposing the tummy. You do that. I do that as well because it's really hot. Right? It's really hot. So, but now I'm already all drenched, so there's no meaning even if I lift up my tummy. There's no difference. But if my shirt is actually dry, then this method works. This method of exposing your tummy works a little bit. Nice lighting, isn't it? Not bad. The Beijing bikini. But it's not limited to just Beijing. You should call it the... I don't know. What? Give us a good name. Woo. Beijing bikini. Alright, bit of darkness again. I am so parched. And again, guys, don't do these mistakes after exercise. Don't eat like fruits. Don't devour a watermelon, few slices, half a watermelon, because you know after exercise you go buy a fruit stall and there's watermelon and you go ahead and just whack it all up. Then number one, that's liquid. Put water back in your body, which actually you should do, but not with watermelon juice, not with orange juice, not with any fruit juice. Because again, number one, the water content and most importantly the sugar content. You don't want to be wasting your past half an hour, right? But if you are running long distance, then a can of Coke would be helpful because it replenishes the sugars that you've just burned. So if you're going for like marathon, long distance hiking, then yes, you can down a Coke, right? A soda, and it would replace some electrolytes and some glucose. But for a short run like this is considered a very short run. Nobody runs. Real runners do not run as I did. Minimum is 10 kilometers, 8 to 10 kilometers. So yeah, don't engage, don't reward yourself with a nice soda drink after such a short run. But if you go more than that, if you go like an hour and a half, then yes, you might be able to reward yourself with a can of Coke. So what I'm going to do later on is I'm going to go grab myself a nice soda water, which means it's carbonated. I get my sensation of the fizz, but not the fuzz, as in the sugar. Yep, and then one can is good enough. And of course, if you're feeling hungry, please don't gouge. Don't gouge. Coconut water is okay, but I don't really take it because I don't think I need that much electrolytes. So it's all relative to your body needs. If you are those that feel giddy after a run, then you might need the coconut water. But for me, I'm just fine. I'm feeling just fine. I guess if it wasn't for me holding the gimbal and speaking all the way of my run, I would have actually concluded 2 rounds. I'm sure of it. Because the last time when I ran like that also, after a long hiatus, I did 2 rounds. So yeah, there were factors that were not consistent to my usual routine. So that affected the performance. So after this run, I'm going to go back, have a shower, have a soda water, and sit down, get onto my video editing, and hopefully I wouldn't feel hungry to the point that I need to eat something again. Hopefully I can maintain artisan souls. I just ran about 5, maximum 5, minimum 4.5, right? So yeah, I hope I can actually maintain until tomorrow morning for breakfast versus any other intake of food from now until tomorrow. Thanks Artisan, but it's actually not that good a job in terms of my my capacity. I'm normally doing 8 kilometers. So like I said today, I've just explained it just now. So yeah. And another thing is I've not carried any cash, and this particular phone does not have my Alipay nor WeChat, so I can't actually buy anything. So that's another good thing for you to take note. If you're actually out and about, either you bring yourself some water, or you don't bring any forms of money, and that actually prevents you from actually buying anything after your run. Maybe a bun, maybe a snack, a chocolate bar, an ice cream bar. Alright, so see, these are things that you actually plan beforehand, and you can actually, yeah, exactly. I fell to temptation last week when I was at the Western restaurant, and I had, instead of a steak, which was quite pricey, I had the steak rice. So I consumed rice. And then my body kicked in and it wanted more rice. And I had the goose rice again. I shared the goose rice picture with my friends in the WeChat group. So I had 2 servings of rice last week, compared to basically like 0 to maybe 1 serving a week. Yeah. Yeah, 5 km, but yeah, 5 km is okay. But like I said, you know, in order for your body to actually burn fats, you have to do aerobic. Aerobic, guys, not anaerobic. If you're running fast, you're running a short distance, that's anaerobic, and you build muscles. You build muscles, you get heavy. You don't burn the fats. But if you do aerobic, that means you do it slow, you do it long, at least an hour. Then you are burning fats. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, for those who are listening. Not bad, guys. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I actually said forget it. Let's just put the gimbal at home and just do a run. And as I was waiting for the lift, because I live on the 36th floor, as I was waiting for the lift, there's 4 lifts, and all of them were like on the ground level. So it gave me enough time to think, consider, and go back to the room, go back to my apartment, and grab the gimbal and the phone, and that's it. That was my defining moment. And like I said, everything happens for a reason. That's what I believe in. The fact that I went out to the lift and not one of the 4 lifts was anywhere near the 36th floor was the reason. It gave me a chance, but doesn't mean that it will always be taken, right? The chance might be there, but if you don't sense it, you don't seize it. Sense and seize. S and S, the O. Sense and seize the opportunity. That will be my modus operandi. I'm 36 floors, Jay. 36 floors. You don't want to be taking the stairs down 36 floors. Yeah, so that was my sensing of the opportunity. I took it. And here we are, guys. 65 minutes in of a live stream where I experienced new records being set, running, holding a gimbal, talking non-stop while exercising, and yeah, sharing some things that come to mind that otherwise wouldn't come to mind on a daily basis, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good workout. Alright guys, I've actually reached my place. I'm back home. Right, I'm back home. I will be crossing the gantry pretty soon. And I'll bid you guys good night. Thank you so much for accompanying me on this run. I really appreciate it. And again, tomorrow, I'll see you guys tomorrow, right? I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 p.m. Singapore, Hong Kong, China time. And we'll discuss what happened, the harrowing experience of losing your phone. Until tomorrow, guys, take care. And I'll see you. Goodbye.